Hey Jim, would you buy an electric vehicle?
I'm not convinced yet. Did you buy an EV vehicle?
No.
Gas or electric?
Gas.
Gas or electric?
Gas all day.
Gas or electric?
Gas.
Would you rather take a carbureted car cross country or EV?
I'm going to tell you why I don't think America is ready for electric vehicles.
Car mechanics are flat out refusing to buy the very electric vehicles they work on every single day. That isn't an exaggeration. These are professional technicians on camera inside their own repair shops, warning viewers that they wouldn't put their own money into an EV right now. If the people fixing these cars for a living won't buy one, that should tell you everything. From severe winter range losses and accelerated tire wear to catastrophic battery replacement costs that instantly total the vehicle, the real ownership numbers look very different from the glossy dealership brochures. Today, we are breaking down why mechanics are sounding the alarm and why a hybrid or gas engine might save you thousands. Before we dive into the hidden battery replacement bills, do us a quick favor. Hit like, share, and specifically subscribe so you never get blindsided by a multi-thousand-dollar repair bill on your next car. Tell us in the comments what you drive right now.
Get an EV, they tell you. Save the environment, they tell you. Let me explain to you how bad an EV is when there's a little bit of snow outside and it's just a tiny bit cold. It's like 26 degrees outside. So I've had this car on for literally 2 minutes warming up the interior, right? Because it's literally 35, 36 degrees in this garage. So I'm going to go there, come back, and let's see how much range I actually lost. It's not even 22 miles away. It's only 21 miles. And look at this. 30% was for the climate use, 4% for the outside temperature, and 4% for charging my phone. And we started at 205 and now we're down to 167. That used 15 or 16% of my battery just to go to the Home Depot.
Your friends who say EVs are far worse for the environment are right. It's called carbon debt. Making an EV is definitely far more carbon intensive than making an internal combustion engine vehicle. Yeah. So on day one, yes, EVs are technically dirtier.
Why electric vehicles suck. This is a Mustang Mach-E. It's got 10 battery cells. Each cell is roughly $7,000 each. Now compare the price of one of your cells going bad versus the price of an entire new gas engine. Lol. No thank you.
This comes down to time, range, and reliability. Time, it takes way too long to charge these cars. If you don't have an on-home charging station, don't buy this car. You have to warm up the battery for a half hour, and then it takes 20 minutes to charge, and that's only to 80%. And that brings us to range. You anticipate getting 300 plus miles per charge. You'd be wrong. You only drive these cars between 20 and 80% charged. So the real range is about 180 miles, and that's before you factor in weather. These cars do terribly in the cold, and I made this drive of 35 miles in the winter, around 20 degrees outside. When I left at 94% charge, when I returned I had 6. Lastly, reliability. The cost and time to fix one of these cars is about 40% more and takes 40% longer than a regular gas engine, and that's not something that regular people can afford. Right now in America, we should be focused on hybrid technology because the distances between the places we go is just too far.
Fuel prices are rising. Suddenly everybody's having to face the harsh reality of driving an electric car. But here's one thing that no one is thinking about, but they should do. Now, it makes sense to get an EV, short for an electric vehicle, by the way. Fuel's expensive, but EVs are cheaper to run. But as a garage owner, one thing that most people forget is battery degradation. Every battery will lose capacity over time. It's just the way it is. An EV that can do 300 miles when you first buy it, in 5 years' time might only do half of that. But what does that mean to you as an EV owner? Eventually, you'll have to replace the battery, which means that you will have to fork out between 3 and 15 grand, depending on which model you have, which at that point can be worth more than the car.
The reality check starts the moment winter arrives. Unlike gas engines that produce free heat, electric vehicles pull cabin heating straight from the high-voltage battery pack, causing driving range to crash when temperatures freeze. Beyond cold weather range loss, buyers are facing heavy upfront manufacturing carbon debt and an ugly truth on the lift. When mechanics raise a Ford Mustang Mach-E, they show that individual battery cells are outrageously expensive and rarely designed for single-cell repairs. When your pack degrades or fails outside warranty, garage owners warn you are looking at replacement bills between $3,000 and $15,000. On many used EVs, a new battery costs more than the car itself is worth, meaning a single component failure officially totals your vehicle. That isn't a rare horror story. It is standard math once warranty coverage expires. Have you ever received a repair quote that made your stomach drop? Tell us in the comments below.
Do EVs require less maintenance?
No, I mean,
I was honestly thinking that the other day.
they suck to work on.
What's more reliable, electric vehicles or petrol vehicles?
Definitely petrol vehicles. The reason why I say that is because you do your regular maintenance on your petrol vehicles, you look after the vehicles, fair enough, good vehicles, you look after it. Electric vehicle, you can't really do much. It gets to a point where the battery is like your phone battery. You go on iPhone, you charge it up, after 2 years, it's known you need a new phone or the battery is gone.
Waleed, my neighbour said electric cars are the future.
They are the future, but I do not think it is sustainable. And I don't think the build quality is good enough for them to even last a long time. For example, we have a Mercedes EQC. It's a 72 plate. It's already got a problem. Oh no, one wiper is working. It's supposed to have two. What's happened with this car is the wiper linkage is damaged. The car is what? No more than 3 years old now, and a wiper linkage is already damaged. When older cars were built, I mean, you'd never ever even change a wiper linkage, let alone a wiper motor. It used to last for 10-15 years. The future of the automotive industry is just going downhill. The worst thing about it is not the fact that something goes wrong on these newer cars, it's how much it costs to fix it. Just changing a linkage with a motor nowadays can cost you tops of $1,000.
Hey Alex, what's better, gas vehicles or electric vehicles?
That's hard to answer. I still like a gas vehicle. Full electric, you have limitations. There's going to be range issues there. We're not in a climate where electric is the way to go.
What EV brand are you buying?
I mean, I'm not buying an EV. EVs are still a little bit newer. I don't trust first, second, or third generations of anything.
What about the electrical vehicle mandate? Tell me what your thoughts are as a mechanic. Is that taking us in the right direction? Is it just a bunch of BS?
It's a bunch of BS. We'll never be off fossil fuels. It's not possible.
Justin, what's your opinion on electric vehicles?
I wouldn't buy one. Cold weather, horrible battery life. There's not a tire out there that can hold up to the weight of the vehicle, so you always got worn tires faster than you do any other car. The maintenance is just heavier on the suspension. It's a heavy vehicle. You got a lot of weight of a battery pack and an electric motor.
What is your opinion on electric vehicles?
You know, I can see why people like them, but they're not for me.
What's your opinion on electric vehicles?
Don't buy a Tesla.
Sales reps promise low maintenance, but mechanics who fix these cars daily see a very different reality. Experienced technicians like Naz and Waleed point out that gas vehicles offer predictable routine maintenance without the threat of a 5-figure battery replacement bill. Mechanics like Alex consistently steer buyers toward hybrids as the pragmatic middle ground, bypassing charging range limits while retaining real-world reliability. Even when evaluating brands, technicians advise caution against early-generation models and urge buyers to avoid Teslas. Furthermore, the massive battery pack adds extreme weight to the chassis, which alters crash dynamics in road accidents and chews through expensive sets of tires twice as fast as normal gas cars. Smart buyers look beyond fuel savings and factor in frequent tire replacements and long-term durability. Before signing paperwork on any used EV, demand a certified battery health report rather than trusting odometer mileage alone.
Why is nobody talking about the dirty truth behind electric vehicles? Imagine a world where the very solution we've been sold to combat climate change is, in reality, fueling environmental destruction. Electric vehicles, hailed as the clean, green answer to our climate crisis, might just be the biggest con of the century. They promise zero emissions, but what's the real cost? To build just one EV, we need to rip 6 times more minerals from the earth than a traditional car.
Electric cars are a scam, mate. Think about it. It's a marketing campaign for the gullible and leftists who think they're going to save the planet. Because you're telling me that mining lithium, nickel and cobalt here in Australia, then sending it to Norway to get turned into batteries, and then sending it to Japan or wherever your Tesla's getting made, to get put in the cars, and then sent back to Australia and are bought by someone who thinks putting soy milk in their latte is going to save the animals, will then drive it, well, attempt to drive it, and usually 10 k's under the speed limit until it runs out of charge. Then they'll plug it into their environmentally friendly charging station, which is usually powered by diesel generator or fossil fuels.
First and foremost, I'm going to go right controversial here, and I'm going to say that I don't believe in 2030 we will have to drive electric cars. So I think, well, number one, we're nowhere near the infrastructure that we need in order to do that. Number two, I think Porsche and Siemens are up to something to create this synthetic biofuel or something that's going to give off less emissions. And long story short, I don't think we're going to have to drive electric cars.
The deeper you look into the electric vehicle industry, the clearer the hidden compromises become. Industry experts point out that grand EV mandates face severe grid infrastructure bottlenecks, heavy mineral extraction footprints, and charging networks that still rely heavily on fossil fuels.
Hey Jim, would you buy an electric vehicle?
I'm not convinced yet. Would you buy an EV vehicle?
No, I wouldn't, no.
Why?
No. It takes too long to charge them up if you're going on long trips. You've got to stop for 4 hours to charge the car up.
Whether I would buy an EV vehicle. Would you?
Probably not.
Why?
Because I live in an apartment and there's no charging station, so it's pretty inconvenient.
So if you've got an EV vehicle,
yeah,
you're stuck there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy one either, for that
Me
reason.
either.
Thanks. I got asked if I would buy an EV vehicle. Would you?
No.
Why?
Why? Because I like the sound of an engine.
Sometimes it's that simple. I agree.
Thank you.
Here is the final verdict, straight from the technicians who see these cars on the lift every week. Electric vehicles are not inherently garbage, but the way they are marketed versus what they actually cost to own are two completely different stories. If you are buying new, you are paying a massive premium for a battery pack that begins degrading the moment you drive off the lot. That is why mechanics keep pointing to hybrids as the smartest choice, giving you fuel efficiency without betting your savings on a massive battery replacement down the road. Did hearing these repair costs change your mind about going electric, or are you sticking with a gas engine? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like, share, and specifically subscribe so you never get blindsided by a multi-thousand-dollar repair bill on your next car. And we will see you next time.